Hello everybody, Ben here, and today's the first video in the 009 series, which is me making an 009 layout and sort of like the stock for it and all that sort of things, how I built it. By the way, I don't know what to put on the screen, so I will just put some random Welsh narrow gauge locomotives on the screen instead. The plan for the track is to use just the standard N-gauge pico track, but cut out every other sleeper to sort of make the sleeper spacing wider and sort of make it look more narrow gaugey, I guess. So that just also cuts the cost down because I don't have any 009 track, but I've got plenty of N-gauge track because I'm modelling N-gauge. And obviously for the locomotives, the Batman Bolgans look good and they're in stock, so I think I might get one of them. Possibly the, I think it's the Pecco / Cato George Englands. They look good, and the Quarry Hunts looks really good. I do like them, and the Double Fairleys look good, but they're very expensive. I think they're about £200, so you know that's quite a lot for just one locomotive, although it does have 2 units. But yeah, that's what I'd sort of have for the motive power, possibly make my own, like a pug bash would be good. Maybe try some light metal kits, and then obviously for the rolling stock, the Pico stuff's quite good. The vans look good, the coaches look good, the wagons look good, the Batman ones look good as well. Obviously, there is a lot of kits out there, and to get the art variety that you'd probably often see on a narrow gauge railway, you probably have to do that, and that's what I want to do because I like building kits. And then I'm also going to sort of maybe make my own stuff, I don't know, we'll see. In terms of size, the layout I think is 21 inches by 31.5 inches. It's a bit random, maybe it would be a bit bigger, a bit smaller if I had it sort of custom made, but it's just an old board out the garage that I know has track around it because it was actually an old layout of mine, but it didn't have a layout on it now, obviously. But that's what the layout's going to be on, and then it's just a simple loop of track with a single Pecco point. So I can just watch trains go around, which is quite nice. But I can do a little bit of shunting, like pick up and drop off goods on the mixed goods trains, so that it's simple operation, simple wiring, because it's just one wiring point and one point, so it shouldn't be too hard to ballast because I don't like doing ballasting particularly, but that should make it simple, but also give me a bit of sort of interest because I like shunting as well. In terms of scenery, it should be very simple because there's just lots of hills in the back, and sort of maybe kind of like on the Tally Lynn where you've got a big steep hill on one side for a lot of it and then just flat almost on the other side, sort of where's the railway to sort of right on the edge / bottom of the valley. So that gives me a flat but also a hilly section, which means I can hide the trains and sort of have a built up area of hill, so that when the train goes around the circle you don't see it all the time, it disappears for a bit and then comes around again, and it'll probably be made from like foam or something like that. And then a flatter area at the front, because then I can have sheep there. Obviously it's Wales, so it's sheep because I'm putting the railway in Wales. And on the subject of that, I'm going to have my own fictional history, sort of not my own railway, because it's narrow gauge, you can do what you want, there's no right or wrong, I'd say, with narrow gauge, because there were so many of them and so many different sort of prototypes and variety. You can do that sort of thing. Well, obviously I do that anyway, standard gauge for my MLR fleet, but it's sort of the same thing but on a smaller scale because there's less locomotives. So at some point I'll do a history on sort of the railway, because I've written up some history for that, but that's going to be a long video because that's about 6,000 words long in Word, so that's fun. And then obviously there'll be various videos, like maybe reviews, so if I get a Batman Baldwin I might review that, possibly I'll review the Pecco like coaches, I don't know, we'll see, because I quite like how they look, especially the L&B coaches. And maybe also a couple of videos on sort of how the layout's made, maybe a video or 2 on making the stock, maybe some other stuff, I don't know, maybe running session. And obviously I've got the sound effects, as you've seen, I've done a video on that, so I might use them and sort of add some sound to Baldwin or something. Obviously there isn't anything really to show yet because I haven't actually started work on the layout, I'm still in the planning stage at the moment. So at some point though, in the future, there should be some videos on sort of making that layout. Thank you for watching this video by me. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below with some video ideas or feedback. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.